This video, posted on Tori Lacey's TikTok account, was recorded on the tarmac at a Costa Rican airport. Lacey clearly appears uncomfortable as workers carry her off the plane.
As you can imagine, it's really like a lot of anxiety to have people touching your body that they don't know you, they don't understand how your body works and how you need to be lifted.
Lacey has a neuromuscular disease and is confined to a wheelchair. She says the Air Canada staff were helpful and she doesn't blame them at all. But she says she did make arrangements with the airline before embarking on a trip to Costa Rica earlier this month.
This trip was booked for months and months. I have a file with the Air Canada medical desk, so I have all the paperwork filled out by my doctor. We talked to them many times to book my ticket, to book my caregiver's ticket, to let them know that I had a disability and that I would need help getting on and off the plane, and that I could not navigate stairs at all.
She says the situation wasn't necessary because the airport does have jet bridges to get passengers on and off planes.
Several of the other aircrafts around us were pulled up to a jet bridge, so this wasn't a lack of the Liberia airport not having jet bridges. It just our particular aircraft was not pulled up to one.
In a statement to CBC News, a representative for Air Canada said the Costa Rica airport was not able to make an aircraft bridge available, requiring us to use an alternative method of having customers get on and off the plane using air stairs. We have procedures for customers with disabilities to safely embark and disembark aircraft in such cases, and in this instance, all protocols were followed.
The reality is that air travel today is still vastly inaccessible to people with disabilities.
Mayan Ziv is the founder and CEO of Access Now, a platform that shares accessibility information about places all over the world. Ziv says Air Canada does bear some responsibility here.
Just like any other passenger who books a ticket with an airline, you expect that airline to take care of you, to treat you respectfully, to have a good experience, and to not have to sacrifice your dignity. If you're a passenger with a disability, the experience is often dehumanizing.
Ziv has her own issues with Air Canada. In September of 2022, her electric wheelchair was destroyed on a flight to Tel Aviv, where ironically, she went to take part in a conference about accessible travel and tourism.
The way that I received it was so damaged that the backrest, which is made out of a really strong metal, was folded in half.
The airline did reimburse Ziv for her wheelchair. Lacey says she doesn't want anything from Air Canada. She only hopes her video raises awareness about the difficulties of air travel for people with accessibility needs.
I did not create this video to attack Air Canada. I think that this is really a systemic issue of like the lack of accessibility in air travel across all airlines.
Air Canada says it will be reviewing airport procedures, including at smaller foreign stations, to find ways to provide more consistent service. Greg Ross, CBC News, Toronto.